Hi everyone, I'm that Naija Taylor. Okay, my name is Chamaka. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, welcome. My returning subscribers, I love you guys, all 32 of you right now. I love you. Okay, so we're going to be recreating the boo that we saw in the thumbnail. It's right here behind me. Okay, if you want to know how we recreated that boo, just keep watching till the end. But you want to say hi? He's not in the mood. He's been crying since. All right, let us just go into the video now. Ask me your questions, like, comment, subscribe, and peace out. I went ahead to fold this my fabric into 4. Okay, this is 2 yards of Ankara fabric, 2 yards of crinoline, 2 yards of fringe, okay, and of course some bias tapes. That's what you need for this tutorial. I have gone ahead to come down by ½ inch or from that top of the fabric to be my starting line. Okay, and I'm going to go now to take the neckline measurements. So the width of the neckline is, I'm going to use 3 inches, and I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to mark that over there, and I will just connect with my free hands. I'm going to give it like a rounded neckline. Note that this neckline is going to be for the back, since I'm cutting front and back together. Okay, I'm going to cut the front neckline later. I'll show you as I do that. I'm going to go ahead to take my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I'm going to indicate that over there and come down immediately by 1 inch of that 8-inch mark. Okay, from there I'm going to slant my neckline, my shoulder slope. Okay, then I'm going to go from that place that I came down by 1 inch on the dot and make 9 inches. If I'm going to measure it from the starting line to be 10 inches, okay, because we came down by 1 inch, I'm going to go ahead to the end from my starting line and measure 10 inch. That will be our sleeve length. Okay, so I've gone ahead to indicate that over there. I'm going to go ahead to take my hip measurement. This is totally unnecessary, okay, because this is going to be a very free dress. Your hip measurement is not needed, because this will just be very straight and really free. But I just did this as a force of habit, if you ask me, because it's not it's not required. All right, so I went ahead to draw a straight line over it. Okay, I don't know why I used the red chalk, guys. I have no clue. So on that sleeve length area, I'm going to come inside by 1 inch. Okay, and I'll do that from the top, from that sleeve area to the full length of the dress. The full length of my dress is 38 inches. I've gone ahead to draw that, but I don't know why my camera did not catch that. All right, right now I saw that the slope was too low. So from that 1 inch from shoulder slope, I came up a little bit by ½ inch, and I connected that 1 inch at the shoulder to the ½ inch of that edge of the fabric. I really hope you understand. Please, if you don't understand, ask me. I would clarify. So that 1 inch that I came inside by, I took it all the way through down to the hem of the dress at 38 inches, and I'm going to take my ruler just now to connect everything, the straight line together. I'm going to cut all that parts off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off after tracing it. I really hope you can see all my lines. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead now and cut everything out. So before I cut it out, I'm going to measure out ½ inch on all the sides. Okay, ½ inch on the shoulder slope for joining allowance. So my camera stopped recording. I'm really sorry. I didn't know that happened, but I'm just going to walk you through how I got the front neckline. All right, so after cutting front and back together, I'm going to separate it and take 9 inches from that shoulder slope. That will be where our V will start, and then use a straight ruler to slant it. Okay, that will give you your V shape. Okay, so I've cut everything out. Please ask me your questions. All right, this is like this is so beginner friendly. Anybody can make this dress. Right now I'm showing you where to sew the shoulder area, the shoulder slope. You're going to join the front and back together with a straight stitch. You're going to finish off the neckline with a bias. I'm going to go to my machine and do that. Right now I've done everything. I closed the sides, I closed the shoulder slope. So just straight stitches, very simple. Straight stitches all around. I finished the sleeve hem with a bias tape. Okay, look how neat it's looking. Look how neat the neckline is looking, because I used an orange bias tape to finish all of this. So it's looking really neat. Look at the sides. I've not pressed it yet, that's why it's a little bit it looks weird a little bit. Okay, so I'll advise you to go ahead and press yours. I didn't have lights right now, that's why I just filmed it like this. Please press yours. Okay, I'm going to definitely show you when I have pressed mine. It's looking really beautiful. So right now at the hemline, I'm going to go ahead and attach the 2 yards of crinoline at the hem. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach it on my machine by using pins. So first of all, I'm going to use a bias to close up that raw edge of the crinoline, so it will not be poking someone's skin. It will not poke my customer's skin. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pin everything down and show you how it is going to look when I finally get on my machine and run a straight stitch through it. Please, if you're still watching up until this point, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All right, please kindly give me a like, a comment. Okay, ask me any questions. I am very open to any type of questions that will arise from this tutorial and even beyond. And look at how I'm using the pins to hold them. Okay, I'm going to show you how you're going to close it for the best kind of results, especially when you're not using a lining. All right, so right now I think I have finished for the front because there's no time. I need to just do that front and show you how I'm going to close it. So I'm showing you that you don't just end there, you take the crinoline all through the hem. Okay, so I use another pin to secure it. You're going to bend it inwards like I have done right now. So this is me when I have gone to my machine and stitched it down. This is how it looks. Okay, that's the crinoline. It's inside and the wrong side of the fabric. I really hope we can see this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and press everything out. So right now we're going to be fixing our fringe. So I am using a pin to secure it. See how important pins are. In my last video, I spoke about the things that are important for you as a beginner, and pins were there. So if you want to watch that last video, I'm going to be dropping the link in my description box. Okay, all right, so you just go there and look at it. Pins are very, very important. Look at, they'll give you a preview of how the thing is going to look before you actually take it on your machine to sew. All right, so right now I am doing this pinning it all around to be sure that we have a preview on how it's going to look. So right now I'm showing you how it looks when after I pinned it down. Okay, I will take this to my sewing machine and run a straight stitch on the front and the back. All right, now this is my shoulder to waist measurement. That's what I'm going to measure. My shoulder to waist measurement is 16 inches. Okay, at the front. So I'll just get the center front. Then from the center front of my front piece, I'm going to measure 4 inches on both sides. That's my nipple to nipple, my bust band. Okay, I'm going to get 4 inches. I'm going to attach these ropes now to that place. So I'm going to repeat myself. Now you're going to find your shoulder to your waist measurement. Okay, mine is 16 inches. At that point, I will get my midpoint. Okay, from my midpoint, I will measure 4 inches on the left and 4 inches on the right. Okay, that's where I'm going to put these ropes that I'm going to make. So I cut out 5.5 inches for the ropes. I'm going to fold it into two, then make a straight stitch and make it a belt. All right, so the length of this my belt is going to be 24 inches. I'll cut two of those. Okay, one for each side of my waist, so that the wearer can be able to wear it, and it will have fitting. It is used to give that snatched effect on the waist of your bubu. All right, right now I've done just that. I've taken it to my sewing machine and I have sewn it. Okay, I've sewn it straight. I have given my fabric, I've given my project a very nice press. Okay, so I'm going to flip the inside so you see how neat it looks inside. All right, look at our crinoline sitting pretty. Okay, so I've also attached the two belts on both sides of my waist in my center front. All right, look at it right now, sitting pretty. So I think we're done with this. You can still decide to give it another press because you cannot just go wrong with ironing. Okay, look at the belt. So we'll use that to secure it to the waist area to give that snatched look. All right, so that's pretty much it. If you're still here till now, I thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, go and watch my other videos. I have a basic body pattern video, I have a corset video, and this is like this is our final review. Okay, look how beautiful it's looking. All right, when you wear this, you look like a big madam. Okay, the fringe just eats all the time. So this is how it is. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, share my video if you can, so that the algorithm will just keep pushing this video to the people that need it. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate all the support. My subscribers, I love you guys. New subscribers, you're welcome to. Bye.